The literal name social media is tricking your mind into thinking that you're being social. You don't need social media to remind yourself of what you say you want to be. I mean, how people date nowadays is built off of what you see on social media, not based off of your actual experiences in life. You immediately become entertaining. You find a way to start entertaining yourself without needing a screen, without needing social media. But no, you have to because this is your mind, this is your mental space. You have to get comfortable in your own skin. You have to get comfortable in your own mind. And social media is keeping you from that. Yo, peace and high vibes. What's good with y'all? It's your man DM9 back with another production. Y'all see by the title what we finna get into. Turn on my post notice to see when I'm posting. And yeah, we mobile with it today, man. This isn't the setting that I wanted to make this video in. Usually with my advice videos, I want to be in the chair, and you know what I'm saying, at the desk with it, with the backdrop and everything. But I figured, I'm gonna be on the road all day. I still want to be productive in this little interval of time I got. So I figured I'm gonna come on here and talk about why you need to delete social media. Because on some man shit, like, you really gotta ask yourselves this. If you aren't posting on social media, what do you use it for? Like, you use it, we gonna get into it, but you probably don't even know why you use social media so much. You just consume it, and it serves you no purpose. It serves you no purpose other than to distract you. I swear to God. And when you delete social media is a worthless distraction. It's not like distractions have any worth in the first place, but it's genuinely a worthless distraction. And when you delete it, you'll notice that your mind is gonna go into a frenzy, and it's gonna be so, like, you're gonna experience a new level of anxiety and anxiousness. And it's because a stimulant and something that your body was dependent on, you're no longer giving it. So your nervous system is low-key out of whack. Because I deleted my social media, Instagram. I didn't deactivate any accounts. I just deleted all social media apps from my phone 16 days ago now. And the first few days without it, nigga, you know how many times I would randomly search up randomly search up X, randomly search up TikTok? And I don't even fuck with TikTok or Snapchat. I had to delete both of those because I knew that I was gonna try to just go to those. But I would just randomly search it up, and it just goes to show how, damn, you are unconsciously just on this shit all the time, to the point where you're unconsciously reaching and searching for it. And we all have a crazy addiction to our phones that is just, it serves us no purpose. That's the thing I'm gonna really drive across. That's the main idea of why you need to delete social media. It serves you no purpose. And the reason a lot of y'all are so bad at socializing now, the reason some of y'all have throbbing social anxiety, it's because of social media. Because the literal name social media is tricking your mind into thinking that you're being social. You're not being social. Well, I mean, technically you are, but it's not real life socializing. All right. If you on social media, you sliding up on people's shit, you commenting, you posting. It tricks your mind into being social when in actuality, it's not real socializing. But you lean towards it and you choose to use this as a way to socialize because you never actually got comfortable with real life socializing, my nigga. You never really got comfortable with real life socializing. So 370 west to 270, okay. Because you never actually got comfortable with real life socializing. That's why when you're in a social setting, you're at a party, or some fine shit walk past you. Now, damn, you see the way that sun hit a nigga? Crazy, that melanin crazy. But yeah, some fine shit walk past you, you at a social setting, and it's time for you to socialize. It's time for you to talk to people, fuck with motherfuckers. And what's the first thing you do? You hit one of these. Shit, let me see. Like, you just bullshit, and then you jump to that because it's It's something that helps your nervous system feel somewhat comfortable. But yeah, it's because you never really got comfortable with true socializing and true connecting with people. And social media has become a crutch for you. It's become something to do in replacement of actually talking to people and getting to know people. This is why as soon as you delete social media, like I said, your mind gonna go into a frenzy, but give it about a week. You're gonna wanna talk to people. You're gonna rediscover that natural human and animalistic urge to socialize and talk to other beings on earth, nigga. You're gonna notice that you're a much better conversationalist and a much better communicator than you ever thought you were. It's because you have the desire to actually talk to people. And what social media is doing to your brain on a neurological level, it's constant gratification. It's constant dopamine hits. If you're not already aware of what dopamine is, I'm gonna run into a quick brief explanation. Dopamine is a chemical released by the brain when you receive reward for a certain amount of effort. So when you're on social media, you're getting dopamine every time you scroll, going like this is the effort, and then whatever you see is the dopamine. This is why after a while, you find yourself just like, bro, fuck this, bro. I don't even feel like being on this shit, bro. What am I doing, bro? I've been on this shit too long. You just start scrolling and scrolling and scrolling, and then out of nowhere, your mind just isn't fucking with it anymore. You're just mad bored. It's because you've dopamined yourself out. You doped out, nigga, on God. You a fucking dope fiend, nigga. So on a neurological level, you are constantly smacking yourself with dopamine when, for example, instead on a real life level, you receive dopamine when you go to work and then get paid afterwards. You receive dopamine when you see somebody, you're interested in something, you talk to them, and then they respond however they respond, the interaction goes how it goes. You receive dopamine after that because the effort of you talking led to the reward of their reaction. Your compliment led to their thank you, their reaction. You going smack at that girl led to you getting her number. That's the reward, literally. Because a lot of people don't even know that they actually like socializing. But you don't know that you like socializing because you've tricked your brain into thinking that you're socializing all the time by abusing social media. Not only that, because it's rewarding, like social media be funny as shit. Right? Social media do be funny as shit, but because you're pleasing yourself with this, you don't want to go please yourself doing something else. This will never happen. But for example,
yeah, while I was editing this, I realized the example I gave was pretty piss poor. So for a better example, you might have something that you said you wanted to get better at. You might have something that you said that you might have said you wanted to start cooking later. You might have said that you wanted to start reading this new book that you bought, but because you're not gonna get the gems from the book in time, because it might take 2 hours to cook, because it might take 2 weeks to finish the book, because it might take you 3 months or 3 years to really get raw at that new skill that you said you wanted to improve at, you just say, fuck it, I'm not getting enough from it right now. So what do you do instead? You scroll social media because you know that you're gonna get something when you move that thumb.
So it puts your consciousness in a state of always seeking instant gratification. You always want it now. You always want something immediate. You don't want to cook. You'd rather just go out and get fast food because it's immediate. So because of the laughs that you have on social media and how much you really enjoy it, with how little effort you had to put in, think about it. You get so weak. You save the post that you just saw, you send it to your man, you watch it 8 times and you've been crying for 10 minutes. All you had to do was this to receive that amount of joy. How do you think you're ever gonna wanna go do something that takes a while for you to get that same feeling out of? You're not gonna have that type of foresight. You're not gonna have that type of drive, that type of urge, because of how much you've been instantly gratifying yourself. In social, there's plenty of other examples like fast food, smoking, drinking. There's plenty of other examples of tools of instant gratification, but I don't think anything is worse than social media because of how never ending it is. Then, let alone what it does to your ability to focus. Oh my God. See, this is what people get wrong. And somebody clipped this. You don't have ADHD because ADHD isn't a bad thing. You have a social media induced attention problem. You have a social media induced attention issue. What's the acronym for that, nigga? You have a SMIAI, nigga. You have a social media induced attention issue, nigga. Because ADHD is not at all what people think it is. Yes, there is an attention issue that comes with it, but it's more so an interest thing with ADHD. The more interested you are in something, you can hyper focus on that shit. But with the social media, the SMIAI, nigga, you can't focus on shit. You can't stay locked into a conversation. You can't remember what you were just talking about. You can't remember what you was just thinking about. Let alone how the blue light is only doubling down on this shit. You can't focus on no schoolwork. You can't focus on no project, especially no long-term project. You can't focus on one single topic. Your mind is fucking cooked. And it's due to social media and blue light. It's due to these screens and technology, period. Because it's just it's a feed. It's a never-ending feed of instant gratification. Then some people's whole personality becomes the social media feed. Their whole personality becomes their For You page. And what you really want to do is make your For You page the person that you want to be. You feel me? I look at my Explore page on IG and I see a whole bunch of boxing shit, a whole bunch of self-improvement, gym content. Whoa, why am I going to Northern Virginia? Hold on. So, as I was saying before I was rudely led astray, I'm not even about to get into it, nigga. Just know, driving in the DMV, when you've driven in Florida, Atlanta, but especially Florida, and then you come up to the DMV, this shit is a fucking maze, fool. This shit is a maze. Florida's roads are meant for you to be able to memorize and navigate with ease. Up here, fuck no, nigga. You need a GPS, gang. You need a GPS. Anywho in Whoville, before I was rudely led astray, my For You page and Explore page is built specifically off the man I want to make myself into. And that's when social media can be productive. But you don't need social media to remind yourself of what you say you want to be. There's a whole lot of excuses that people make for social media to keep it like, oh no, I learn a lot on social media. It benefits me, I swear it does. But I promise you, the benefits that you get from it, you can find other places. Nigga, crack open a book. You don't want to crack open a book because for you to finish the book and get all the information from it, you need to read, which is too much effort for your instant gratification seeking mind. All because of social media. Social media, yeah, you can go on there and you can get a little snippet of information, but I bet you're not gonna remember it because you don't even remember the third post up that you just seen. Go on social media right now, nigga. And you know what? Don't even do that. I dare you to tell me the last thing you've seen on social media. Exactly, nigga. You don't remember anything it gives you, yet it creates imprints onto your subconscious mind. And this is the next thing I'm gonna talk about, is you're feeding yourself other people's thoughts to the point where you might not even recognize which thoughts are your own. You mean? Because that's all social media is. You go on TikTok, you go on Twitter or Threads. All you're seeing are the thoughts and ideas of other people. And then if you see somebody create a rhetoric that you kind of understand or agree with in a sense, and you start seeing it more and more, that now becomes a part of your mental state. That now becomes part of your mental projector onto reality, and now it becomes a lens at which you view reality through. And you'll delete social media and you'll find yourself having these thoughts, and then it'll come to you that, nigga, I don't even actually believe this. Nigga, where did this? It came from social media. Oh, that's crazy as shit. I want to get better lighting, nigga. I want y'all to be able to see this face. But yeah, bruh. It becomes, you start having thoughts and ideas that aren't even yours, and you'll notice they don't even really align with who you are. Like a lot of people, the 50-50 shit, how people date nowadays is built off of what you see on social media, not based off of your actual experiences in life. The things you think and believe is not even built off your actual experiences and what you truly believe to your core. Is built off of what you see the collective and the majority of people agreeing with, which is due to social media. So when you delete social media and you get off of it, it was about after a week or two. It was about after a week, I started noticing that I'm having thoughts that I haven't had in a while, or I'm having thoughts that don't really align with me, but it's because of social media why this is even a thought in my head. And then they slowly started going away. They slowly started stopping because I realized, like, bro, this isn't even me. I wasn't feeding into it or anything like that because I knew that, bro, this is not me, nigga. And then they slowly started going away. It's literally detoxing your mind when you delete social media, bruh. This motherfucking truck gonna try to make it. Hit the brakes, nigga. And then this is another thing about the goddamn DMV. You think Atlanta traffic is bad? You think Atlanta traffic is bad? I promise the DMV is worse, nigga. I promise the DMV is worse. The DMV is just a clip short of New York, fool. I'm jazzing it like shit ain't nothing touching New York, nigga. But yeah, that'll be my thing when I try to get back on track. But yeah, the thoughts, your subconscious mind is filled with thoughts and ideas that you really don't even believe. And something I noticed when I got off social media is I already find myself to be quite a humorous person, to be quite the comical character, to be quite a funny fella. When I deleted social media, I started, like, if anybody can understand what I mean, like, I started seeing things and XYZ, and it's like I started making my own memes in my head, and it's like literally just making your own jokes type shit. Fuck calling it a meme. It's literally just making my own jokes and humoring myself and making myself laugh instead of relying on social media to give me my entertainment. You immediately become entertaining. I ain't gonna say immediately. Some of y'all not even entertaining to begin with, but you find a way to start entertaining yourself without needing a screen, without needing social media. Like and it really just felt like I was rediscovering my sense of humor. Like I already know my way around a joke, know my way around a punchline and shit. But when I deleted social media, it felt like I started making myself laugh 10 times more because I literally did. I don't have reels or TikTok or threads to show me some funny shit and then that be my laughing for the day. No, now it's time for me to do it for myself. And that's what deleting social media will give you. Another thing, see, look, I'm gonna let y'all know, bruh, when I talk about something, you are going to hear something you haven't heard in another video on YouTube, fool. I've seen videos of people saying why you need to delete social media. I've seen plenty. None of them say some of the things that I just said. And this, yes, I'm tooting my own horn, nigga. As you should too. You should toot your own horn too, nigga. I'm the only person that's just doing it live on camera right now. Bruh, I don't remember what I was just talking about. Yeah, I don't remember what I was just talking about. Well, that's that. Yeah. Nah, for real though. God damn it. What was I talking about, nigga? I need to check on my trade. I'm doing 3 things at once right now while I'm driving. This is ADHD, nigga. This is ADHD. I'm checking the trade while driving in the left lane and recording a video. This is ADHD, not a social media induced attention issue, nigga. Fuck is you talking about? And I only bring that up just to remind people of why this video, or whenever I remake this video and a lot of my other and soon to come advice videos, I'ma post them, but when my YouTube channel starts reaching a certain number, they will be pay-per-view. They will be on Patreon because I know that you won't get this anywhere else. I haven't heard a single person say that when you delete social media, you start to rediscover your sense of humor. You start to become the person that entertains you. And another thing why you need to delete social media is you have 70,000 thoughts a day. This is an estimated number. This is the common number that's spurted out when people talk about this. 70,000 thoughts a day. Just because you're on social media, you're still having thoughts about what you're seeing. So when you delete social media, you're still gonna have these 70,000 thoughts. And a lot of these thoughts, I would say about 20,000 of them, are thoughts that have been repressed, thoughts that you try to avoid, ideas that were waiting to come to you, but you never gave them the space to actually come. Thoughts that you might not have had in the longest time start to arise and come back up, and you get uncomfortable. It is gonna be uncomfortable when you're having these thoughts that you might not have had in the longest time, or you don't know where they're coming from, and you haven't dealt with them for so long that you just want to run back to social media. But no, you have to because this is your mind, this is your mental space. You have to get comfortable in your own skin. You have to get comfortable in your own mind, and social media is keeping you from that. So for example, bruh, I used to be somebody who was terrified of death, scared as fuck of it. It used to rattle my bones. I would stay awake at night, genuinely lose sleep. I would cry on the way home out of fear that one day I would have to lose my parents. One day my parents would die. That shit used to scare the fuck out of me in 7th grade before I got my first phone. And then all of a sudden that fear withered away, didn't have that fear anymore, and I thought I was just good. I deleted social media, been off of it for 2 weeks now, and all of a sudden I'm getting that feeling again. Like the thought is low-key starting to come, like, damn, bro, my mom really gotta die one day. Like, I be talking to her, we be talking, and I just be thinking to myself, what, in a couple of decades I gotta lose you? Like, that feeling be coming to me now, and it wasn't something that I just accepted. It was something that I accepted, or at least I thought I did, but now it's resurfacing because it's been repressed for so long. So for me, that's just a fear. Imagine what traumatic experiences you've experienced in life that you have not thought of in the longest time because you have social media to give your mind energy, to give your mind's energy and mental space to. And this might be the last reason why I say you need to delete social media. I already said this, but yes, socializing. Let me drive this point home again. Your socializing, your ability to socialize will skyrocket when you delete social media because you genuinely receive joy. You have no other, like, for example, I was just with somebody, they was on their phone and just scrolling, bullshitting, and meanwhile I'm carrying the conversation. I'm taking interest in the shit that I see on their phone. People start telling stories, and all of a sudden they use the most gender neutral pronouns. All of a sudden everything is they, them, huh? Nah, but for real, bruh, nigga was just on.
Yeah, bruh, if you hadn't noticed, there's lip gloss on my cheek this whole video. I tried to start saying nigga and shit to act like I was with one of my men, but I was very clearly just with a girl. There's no point in being secretive. It is what it is. Y'all gotta stop marking y'all territory like that. Shawty wanted it to be known. But for any consolation, straight out the move, fresh into making content, y'all can't say I ain't working, man.
Nigga was just on his phone, and I'm over here having to carry the conversation. So, and I mean, it's not like what I was saying was bullshit. It's not like the jokes I was cracking was weak. It's not like anything that I was saying was just like on some fuck it, corny, be quiet shit. It was just on some, if this is how you get off, if this is what pleases you, what pleases me when I'm with somebody else is talking to them. So I don't want to just be in my mind thinking and talking to myself in my head while I'm with somebody else. Nigga, let's socialize, let's communicate. You're gonna re-spark and rediscover that urge when you delete social media. And then lastly, I thought that was it, but this might really be the most important one, is you're being present in reality. You now have to deal with real world. And I've already been saying this with talking to people and trauma, XYZ. But you now have to deal with your real world issues. Look, nigga, you gotta go. Your job don't make enough for you to pay your car note, phone bill, and rent. So you gotta go do that other hustle that you know you can do. Get the fuck off social media. You check your screen time, you got 8 hours a day on this motherfucker? People don't realize how much time they actually give to social media, nigga. You don't realize it. But out of nowhere, 30 minutes can just fly by when you on social media. And then you close your phone and guess what? Your real world responsibilities are still there. The real world still exists. Your real life is still a thing. You still have problems, issues, and responsibilities that need to be dealt with. And every time you get on social media, you're avoiding that. You're escaping those issues, that trauma, those problems, those responsibilities. As soon as you delete social media, now you're present in the real world. What does that mean? You have established the ability, you're establishing your ability to be present. And social media takes you out of the present moment. What is the present moment for real? The present moment is, what does it mean to be present? What it means to me to be present is to be in tune with what your 5 senses are picking up at the very moment in time. What are you hearing? What are you seeing? What do you taste? What do you feel, right? That's why meditating is important. You should drop social media for meditation on some shit. Because when you're on social media, you're not thinking about what you're hearing. You're hearing shit, you're seeing shit, yeah, but it's on a screen. It's not real. It's not real. As soon as you get rid of it, you now have to be present with the real world again, with Earth, nigga. That which a lot of people are not comfortable doing. And this is why your problems remain problems instead of memories. So that's it. Hopefully I get to where I'm going. That stutter was insane, wasn't it? Hopefully I get to where I'm going. I said hopefully I get to where I'm going like I'm gonna die on the way there or some shit, nigga. But yeah, that's the end of this video, man. Y'all comment what y'all think. Y'all comment what's another benefit to deleting social media that I didn't mention. These are all the benefits that I've personally noticed in my experience. You know why? Because I'm not going off what I've seen on social media, nigga. I'm going off my real world experiences. If you were listening, that's something I said in the video. But comment what y'all think. Comment some other benefits that I might have missed or something that y'all noticed when you got rid of social media. Like this jump to get me in the algorithm if you fuck with a nigga. And subscribe if you fuck with a nigga. We out.